folks, welcome to Green Hat Gardening. Today we're doing the most interesting thing ever, tying up pepper plants. It certainly doesn't make for the most interesting video, but I'm not content farming by any stretch of the imagination. But I do these videos for free. I make no money off of it. I'm just interested in sharing what I'm seeing and what I do in the course of the year in gardening. And in this case, this guy probably long since should have been tied up, but I've just gotten behind on everything. I may have to come in here with an additional stake, put the stake behind this, and help tie that up. Perhaps the same thing with some of these others, just before it gets too bad. It needs to get done. And since I've run out of these actual wooden stakes to use, I ordered these plastic coated metal ones, which were originally for another purpose, but I could always get more. So what I'm going to do here with this one, try not to step on the cantaloupe. Look how well it's growing. Yeah, we're going to stick this little metal stake right in there. Take my twine and loosely tie it so it stays up. Hopefully it starts growing a little more upright. Get a few of these and which is the case with this one. In fact, I probably should take this stake out. Get it out. I actually can't physically pull that out. Weird. Soil when Alabama gets dry it doesn't play games. And I hate that I let my peppers get to this point, but sometimes I just don't have the choice. I only have so much time to be out here and invest in this. So these are all going that way, but these will turn upright, grow back the correct way. And this one's actually doing reasonably well. But we're just going to loosely tie this guy just to ensure that it keeps blowing. To decide where to tie this one off at. I may have to revisit some of these here in a couple of days. Maybe provide additional stakes for them. But it's good to see them finally growing. I'm noticing a number of blooms on them. It was such a wet May that we didn't get a lot of, well, really we didn't get any production at all, and whatever blooms we have, because the rain kind of keeps the bees down a bit. I don't think they got pollinated, so we lost out a lot here. in May. Just I'm starting to make up for it. There's another one. Go ahead and tie this guy up. It's got a fruit that I gotta pick. The vegetable I gotta pick. We should tie this up down here. And next year I may set up a better method for this. I may set up a trellis system for peppers and dry out a trellis system for peppers and see if that will help me a bit. As well as many peppers as we do. Just the maintenance on this kind of thing can be quite tedious. There we are. Now let's get that's probably how I should have done this one. Doesn't have enough. I have to come back and revisit that one. This one's not so bad. Just needs a little guidance. Getting some jalapenos on these. If I recall, this two sets of bananas, jalapeno, cayenne. I'll move the view down here. Pepper going a little bit crazy. Just that one may end up needing another stake. Just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I have stakes to spare. Metal things are so useful. Up like that. And tie this guy on first, I think. Whew, I'm looking at the tomatoes, how much work there is to do on the tomatoes. I only got that project halfway done last month. Maybe not the most interesting video in the world. Just watching a guy tie up pepper plants. But I think people are watching anyway. Let's put in the gardener. Or whatever reason you're watching it for. So all these stakes got to be moved now. They're too long. We're gonna put this right in here. Not wanting to reach in, but we will see. Maybe I can work with this. Not my favorite type of twine. It's not wanting to get out anymore. It's alright, I suppose. Have enough screen for this one. There we go. I'll move on to the others. Now the bells aren't as bad. The bells are having other trouble. I sprayed them a couple times for mites, but don't necessarily what's going on with the bell peppers quite yet. I want to give them a good boost of fertilizer. Thinking maybe that'll help some. Another one of my stakes. If the others don't want to pull out, get this one in here behind it. Tied up much better. See little ants running up and down this. I wonder if I have aphids somewhere. It's kind of unusual. Something to investigate. You get the gist of this. We'll show when it's done. Yeah, I didn't tie all these up, but that looks a good bit better. And we'll go over that for now. Now we have our last pepper bed here. And most of these look alright. There's a few random guys I'm going to have to contend with here and likely use another couple of stakes. I can already see that one is probably alright if I just let's take a look at this guy. Sometimes you put the stakes on the wrong side of things. It's just there we go. Now it's synced up so much better and it's not quite as detrimental to the plant. Yanking it off some other random weird way. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. This is another case where it's better if the stake was right there. Get a little bit closer. Come in and tie the main stalk to this. I think next year I may switch over to all these metal stakes. Or you don't have to worry about them rotting. And this one that I'm working with is molding and it's rotting. It's good for plants or for me, really. taking a stupid risk doing that like that. I should not have done that. I could have easily snapped the top off of that plant. They've already kind of hardened off. And at this stage in the season, you're not going to get anything to replace it. The rest of them seem to be holding their own. Tie that one up back there. Actually be done with this. With these metal stakes out of the sun, they are, well, this cut off at some point, but I have no clue where. So we got everything set up in this bed, and that's it. Till next time, keep digging, keep growing.